Los Angeles Rams. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They'll pitch it out to Bell. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 39 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for a loss of 5. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
No. Check. Patriot.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It got his man complete. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Watch him now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action here with Rosen. Flush to his right. He completes it to Bryant. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action now. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. Third down here.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, it's Rosen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, here's Fournette, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Bryant with a catch right side. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now Rosen on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable second and 13.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson now to throw again. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. The give is to Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. New York set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No. Check. Patriot.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
This is brought in at the 21. So 1:51 to go in this first half of play. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught. Watkins. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Extra point good by Prater. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Open man is Uzama. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Gun. Check. Run left.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now out come the Giants. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Lucky 56.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Rosen off the play action. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Clay Matthews. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run it with Bell, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And who's got it? The Giants. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Rosen will throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it down here and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Wilson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time. But they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown.
Frank about the whole thing. The only one
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed.
Super toe.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On first down, it's Rosen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Rosen on first and 10. He'll check this one off to Fournette. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Check 50, check 50.
Again, it's Bell. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for L.A. New York set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, they pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Leopard! Leopard! Hey, 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 hey! Go down, go down, go down.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now Rosen. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Vernon Butler in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for New York. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And take it right on the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And a tight game. After punting last time, see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A give to Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that. I
think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's second down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye. Now Bell. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Going deep here for Bryant. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offensive backfield has been something else in this game.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third and long here for Rosen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Rosen on fourth down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now Bell looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Everyone's got four down.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Shotgun. Right, move 15. 12.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Wilson, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Rosen. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's a give to Bell running left. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Trips right.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now the toss to Bell running right. Spinning. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Le'Veon Bell with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
One final shot here for Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for L.A., they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
you.